Welcome back to our channel. If you're a fan of mystery, dark secrets, and spine-chilling twists, then you're in for a treat. Today, we're diving deep into the full story of The Evil Eye Returns, the supernatural thriller that's coming soon on Starlife, and keep everyone on the edge of their seats. Let's get started and stay tuned. A Dayan, witch, named Kamanini, gives birth to a child fathered by Ravikant Pratap Singh and proclaims him as Davansh, the one who holds the key to her immortality. Meanwhile, a girl is born as a Riyavanshi, the chosen one destined to destroy the Davansh and the entire Dayan community. A wise woman, Prathamvanshi, from Prathamvansh, prophesies that this girl will bring about their downfall. Fearing for her daughter's safety, the girl's mother names her Gauri, strips her of her powers, and buries them, knowing they will return to her when the time is right. To protect Gauri from the Dayans, she entrusts her to the river, believing that divine forces will safeguard her. Enraged, Kamanini kills Gauri's parents. Meanwhile, Ravikant invites Kamanini to meet their son, Vihaan, but his wife, Veena Pratap Singh, seizes the baby and escapes using magical crystals given by the Riyavanshis. In revenge, Kamanini kills Ravikant. However, Veena manages to trap Kamanini, turning her into a statue using the magical crystals. Before being petrified, Kamanini warns that her son, Vihaan, will inherit her powers and one day resurrect her. Veena raises Vihaan as her own, determined to protect him from his dark destiny. Gauri, on the other hand, is found and adopted by a poor man whose wife, Rekha, refuses to accept her. Gauri grows up unaware of her powers and becomes the breadwinner of the family as a taxi driver. Rekha, who works as a dancer at wedding halls, pressures Gauri to follow in her footsteps, but Gauri dreams of independence and wants her intelligent foster sister, Charu, to study at a prestigious college. Vihaan, aware of his powers but unable to control them, wears a bangle infused with magical crystals to suppress them. He longs to uncover the truth about his abilities, but Veena is determined to keep him in the dark. On the night of Kal Sapt Greyhan, a rare celestial event, Vihaan senses that his powers will surge and leaves home. However, one of the Tridayans, three powerful Dayans tied to the Kal Vriksha, Tree of Darkness, attacks him. Vihaan narrowly escapes and crosses paths with Gauri. Overwhelmed by his uncontrolled powers, he accidentally harms her. As soon as the Kal Sapt Greyhan ends, he erases her memory and disappears. But his bangle is left with Gauri. Later, when she goes to Vihaan's house to return it, she's insulted by Veena, Vihaan's stepmother, about her job. For saving his family from the evil, continuous haunts of Dayan, Vihaan forcefully marries Gauri. Saneri, an evil Dayan, knowing the truth of Gauri as a Rishwa, tries to kill her, but failed in her attempt. At a time, Vihaan enslaved her, and Gauri, unknown of her powers, kills Saneri. Vihaan and family thinks that Vihaan killed the Dayan, and he erases Gauri's memory again. Subsequently, Gauri falls in love with Vihaan and not able to confess it. Gauri's Rakshini, Siya, and Bhavishya, Charu, are introduced. The Maha-Dayan Kamanini's arrival brings fear and shock within the Singhs. Kamini subdued Vihaan and tries to convert him into Davansh. She tries her best but failed by Gauri. Gauri is revealed as Rishwa, and by the help of Rishthanush, she kills Kamanini. Gauri is in coma. Vihaan is given an appearance by Lord Shiva, and he is not Davansh anymore. He prays for Gauri, and she is out of coma. Gauri is welcomed by the family. Later on, Kamanini's spirit reveals the death of her parents. Gauri, with the help of magical rings, sees that Veena was the one who told the way to her parents to Kamanini. Gauri questions Veena, but she denies. Infuriated, Vihaan throws Gauri out of his house. In parallel scenes, Vihaan's parallel self is shown as evil-minded and a Dayan with fire as a magic revealed, as Gauri's twin sister named Gezer is shown. She doesn't have control on her powers. Her life resides in a woodpecker enslaved by her evil guardians. Vihaan stays with Gauri at her tenement after she refuses to go to his house. Later, a sinister force sent by Davansh Vihaan draws Gauri into Pratham Tantra. Mahadevan Mohana awakens, seeking revenge for Kamini's death and posing a threat to Vihaan's family. Later, Gauri uses her powers to protect Vihaan from Mohana's attack. Davansh constantly follows Gezer and eventually saves her from the villagers by marrying her. But in reality, it was his trap for her to become more powerful. The more powerful he becomes, the more weak Vihaan would feel. Gauri, along with Arjun, tries to find Davansh and succeeds. Davansh, along with Gezer, completes his marriage rituals under the Prathamvriksha to expand his powers. Gauri tries to kill him and sends Arjun to prevent Gezer from offering flowers to the well. Mohana sends Betalini to kill Vihaan, but she failed. Gezer is shown to know the truth of Davansh and tries to kill him, but using the dark thread, Davansh reunites with Vihaan as himself as dominant one. Gauri, to save Vihaan and her family, sacrifices her Rishwa powers in form of Rishwa Mani to Mohana. Gezer is killed by Mohana, and she took all her fire powers to kill her elder sister Rishwa. Betalini, who is in love with Harsh, helps him to know the dark plans of Mohana. He alerted the whole family and Gauri about it. Prathamvanshi alerted Gauri that on the 25th birthday of Vihaan, on completing the death rituals of his family, and then Rishwa, he would completely be converted to Davansh. Gauri tries to find her powers. Eventually, Davansh started the rituals. Gauri, with the help of Prathamvanshis, delay the rituals and prevent the earth from destruction. Later on, Harsh, Sia, and Arjun found that the ring of Gezer given by her to Harsh while dying that belonged to her sister would itself find the new owner. Gauri, while fighting with Mohana, gets injured and gets owned by the ring. In her dream, she was explained everything by Gezer. Gauri gets new powers of Rishwamani and kills Mohana. On the other side, Vihaan killed the other family members and was on the way to kill Gauri. Gauri and Sia were heartbroken when they saw the dead bodies of family members. Gauri decided to fight against the Davansh using her powers. Later, Gauri surrenders herself to Davansh, and Davansh hurts her using Agnishastra. Gauri, during her exile to death, brings back the Vihaan, and Davansh disappears. Sia brings back the life of every family member using the ring of Riyavanshis. Then they found that Gauri was going to die. She creates a shield so that nobody could halt her from dying. Then Gauri falls off from the cliff and presumed to be died by everyone. 3 years later, on the birthday of Vihaan, family decides to organize a party, but saddened Vihaan destroys it and recalls the memory of Gauri. Gauri is still alive, living in a hut far away than Vihaan. She has a toddler of her and Vihaan, who has all Davansh powers. Mohana and other Danes are in search of him, but he fools all of them. Mohana brings her assistant Dayan, Jadu. Jadu and his wife Nazar tries to kill Gauri, but Gauri got powers of Lord Shiva and got saved, but she lost her memory. Gauri is presumed dead. Meanwhile, Vihaan thinks Gauri slept with Jadu and hates her for that. 18 years later, Gauri now lives in a village as Money. Gauri and Vihaan's son become the rock star, but he has superpowers. He gets to know about his powers and becomes Red Ranger of Power Ranger Jada Thunder. Gauri sees Vihaan but can't remember. Vihaan's family celebrates death anniversary of Gauri. Gauri's son saves his mom as a ranger and shocked to see his mother alive. He tries to take her home, but she can't remember anything. He tells his family, and Vihaan is happy and angry at the same time. Family tries everything possible to bring Gauri's memories back, and they finally succeed. Vihaan is angry at Gauri, and she tells him that she didn't sleep with Jadu. Vihaan forgives Gauri. Mohana is back with her dying team. Jadu, Nazar, Ruby are back. They plan a huge attack on Gauri and Vihaan's family, but Gauri, Vihaan, and Power Ranger Jada Thunder's team defeat all the Dayan and trap them inside Curse Save of Lord Shiva. The family celebrates, and the show ends on a happy note. If you enjoyed, please subscribe. Thank you for watching.